What's up guys, Rampage here again, bringing you today's question of the day. So for today's question, I'm going to be asking you guys, what is your favorite steel type move? Now you have a couple of cool steel type moves out there. You have Iron Head, if you like to use those Rachis. You have Gyro Ball, Shift Gear and Gear Grind, Heavy Slam, Iron Tail, Steel Wing, whatever floats your boat. You have a couple of cool steel type moves out there, but none of those are my favorite. I'd have to say my favorite steel type move is either between Bullet Punch or Meteor Mash. Those are by far my favorite steel type moves. They're both really cool moves, but I don't know which one I like more. I guess I'm just going to say Meteor Mash because I can only pick one. But yeah, Meteor Mash is my favorite. Leave your answers in the comments below, and let's get started with the battle. What's up guys, Rampage here again, bringing you another Pokemon Wi-Fi battle. Here we have a UU battle against someone who goes by the name of BB Bomber or Bubba Bomber, however you pronounce it, I don't know. But this is a UU battle, which I'm using a team that consists of Pokemon that were actually previously OU. Just because I noticed that there were 6 Pokemon that were previously OU now in UU, I could slap them all on the team, and that's exactly what I did. My opponent, I'm not really worried about his team. The Hitmontop could be annoying because it will spin away my rocks, which are my only form of hazards on this team, and the Roserade is always annoying, and Chandelure is just a threat, but I'm not really worried about anything else on his team. So without further ado, we can just hurry up and get started with this battle. I'm going to lead off with my Mienshao. My opponent's going to lead off with a Roserade. I'm just going to go for the fake out, and he's obviously going to go out into a Chandelure. I don't know why I didn't see that coming, because I knew he had the Chandelure, I just didn't see that coming. Bad play on my part. But anyway, I'm just going to go out into my Swampert as he goes for the Flamethrower, and that actually did a lot of damage to Swampert, so I'm kind of thinking that Chandelure might be choice specs. But anyway, I'm just going to go for the Earthquake because it hits everything on his team, and nothing really wants to take it, barring Hitmontop. And I don't even have Stealth Rocks on that Swampert, so it was no point in going for Rocks because I don't have it. But anyway, he's out with his Roserade. I think that he might go for the Sleep Powder, so I'm going to go out into my Scrafty. He does unfortunately miss, but I don't think it really mattered too much because, one, I have Rest on this thing because I have Shed Skin, which could have woken me up. But anyway, I'm going to go for the Crunch as he brings out Hitmontop. It's not going to do a lot, obviously, because of Resistance and Intimidate. So now he's going to go out into his Swampert. I'm going to go out into my Bronzong because I see this as a chance to set up Stealth Rocks. So that's what I'm going to do, as his own Swampert goes for the Stealth Rocks, which is fine. Well, not really, because I do have 2 guys weak to him, but I'm just going to have to work around that. Anyway, he's going to go out into his Hitmontop, and it's obvious that he really just wants to spin away the Stealth Rocks right now, and that's the only reason he really went out into this. I'm going to go for the Toxic on this switch, which is good because Poison will wear down his Hitmontop. And since I know he wants to Rapid Spin, I'm just going to go out into my Ghost type, my Chandelure, which can block the Rapid Spin pretty easily because I'm a Ghost type and whatnot. And I also see this as a chance to set up on this Hitmontop because they usually don't carry the Stone Edge, and that means he really can't hit me. So I'm going to go for the Substitute as he brings out his Azumarill, and I'm not really worried about this thing. I don't have Energy Ball, but I do know Shadow Ball will be doing a lot of damage to this thing. So I'm just going to go for the Shadow Ball as he breaks my sub with an Aqua Jet, and I'm thinking that this Azumarill might be Choice Banded. I don't see any item, and Azumarills usually are Choice Banded, so that's why I'm just thinking that this one is Choice Banded. But anyway, I'm going to go out into my Pert now because I know I can take an Aqua Jet with ease, but he's actually going to predict that go out into his Roserade, which is a nice play on his part. So I'm going to have to switch out. I'm going to go out into my Bronzong as Sleep Flutter because I think he is going to go for the Sleep Powder again, which in hindsight, I probably should have just went out into my Scrafty again because I do have Shed Skin and I can take the Sleep pretty easily. I don't see any item on this Roserade, so I'm thinking that this thing is actually offensive as well. So this was also a questionable play going out into my Mienshao. I could have easily just lost my Mienshao if he wanted to go for the Grass move, but I was pretty sure he wouldn't go for the Grass move because I was out with my Bronzong. Anyway, I'm going to go for the U-turn on his Pert yeah, I don't even know what I was about to say. Stupid. Anyway, I'm going to go for the U-turn on his Pert then I'm going to go out into my Chandelure just so I can hit something with a Shadow Ball, but right here I make a pretty bad play. I'm going to go for the Pain Split thinking that I can just take some damage off of Swampert, maybe more than Shadow Ball, but he's going to go out into his Roserade, so that was pretty bad. I should have just went for the Shadow Ball, then I wouldn't have had to deal with this Roserade anymore, even though I can just easily Revenge Kill it with a Scarf Darmanitan, go for the U-turn, take it out. So yeah, even though I still should have went for the Shadow Ball there. I don't know why I didn't. Anyway, I'm going to go out into my Mienshao now after I U-turned with my Darmanitan, and he's going to bring out his Hitmontop, and I don't have my Chandelure anymore, so he can go for the Rapid Spin. It's inevitable that he will get off the Rapid Spin, so I'm just going to have to live with that. And I'm going to just switch out into my Bronzong. I didn't go for the U-turn just because I didn't want Stealth Rocks, and not Stealth Rocks, I didn't want Poison and Life Orb recoil affecting my Mienshao too much. So anyway, he's going to switch out into a Chandelure now. I'm just going to try and wake up, burn some sleep turns as he goes out into a Chandelure. And I thought that he might over-predict me just because I've been kind of predicting him and he's kind of predicting me. So I really didn't know what he would go for. But he's just going to take my Bronzong out with a safe Flamethrower, which is fine, meaning I can just go out in the Pert and go for the Earthquake. I think I'm going to go. No, I'm going to go for the Scald because I think he might go out into his Hitmontop to get the Intimidate on me and have the Earthquake pretty much be useless. And I might be able to get a Scald burn on anything except the Hitmontop because that's already poisoned. Unfortunately, that's not the case, and he's going to go out into his own Perts. That's not going to do much. The Scald's not going to do much to him, and he's going to hit me with Waterfall. That's not going to do much to me. I'm going to go for another Scald, knock him into Torrent range, so this next Waterfall will hurt, but I am sure I can take one and then just take him out with a Scald. He's going to switch out, so I guess he still has need for his Swampert, I guess. I don't really know why. I'm just going to go for Earthquake, and it's not going to do much to Hitmontop, but I just really want to get some damage on this Hitmontop, so I'm not bothered by the Intimidate. But anyway, he's going to go for the Close Combat. I know I can take this because I am defensive, and Swampert is real bulky, and he's a defensive Hitmontop as well. So I'm going to go for the Scald, and I am Torrent boosted, so the Scald is actually going to do a lot, and he's also at -1 special defense. And yeah, this Hitmontop is pretty much not a problem anymore because he's going to die to poison unless he switches out, which he doesn't. He's just going to take me out with a Sucker Punch, which is fine because now this Hitmontop is down to poison, so that's great. Now I don't have to worry about this thing anymore. And he's just going to go out into his Pert again. I'm going to go out into my Mienshao, and seeing how much U-turn did on his Pert before, I'm pretty sure that a U-turn will take out that Swampert. So I'm just going to go for the U-turn. He's actually going to switch out into this Chandelure, thinking that I would go for the Fake Out. And I'm just going to go out into my Darmanitan because I can just U-turn with this thing as well. Though I do have to be careful of how I'm going to bring in my Darmanitan later on because I can only bring him in one more time because of Stealth Rocks and Poison. So I have to be careful with that. But anyway, I'm just going to U-turn out as he goes out into his Swampert again. And I can just take this thing out with another U-turn. So I'm acting like Wild Chase here, but whatever, it's working. So I'm just going to U-turn out, go out into my Scrafty because I think that this is the best thing to bring in. I'm at full HP. And nothing on his team can really OHKO me except the Azumarill with his superpower. So, and if he does want to go for the superpower with his Azumarill, I probably would have been screwed if he brought that thing in. But he's not. He's going to go out in the Raikou. He's going to try and set up on me. I'm just going to go for the Drain Punch, not allowing that. And I can get my HP back. So yeah, and this Raikou is obviously not a Scarfed Raikou, meaning that there's no way this Raikou is a legit Raikou. But anyway, he's just going to try and set up a Calm Mind. I'm going to go for a Crunch, thinking that he might go out into his Chandelure, predicting the Drain Punch again. And that's not the case. He's going to hit me with a Thunderbolt, and that's not a 2-hit KO, so that's nice. My Scrafty is taking these hits fairly nicely, and I'm just going to go for the Drain Punch. And yeah, I'm actually doing some good work to this guy's Raikou. He's going to go for the Calm Mind again here, which he probably should have just kept going for Thunderbolts because I'm actually going to go for the Crunch here. And had he gone for a Thunderbolt, he would have been able to 2-hit KO me from where I'm at. So it's actually a good thing he went for the Calm Mind because I will be able to take this next Thunderbolt and then just finish off this Raikou with a Drain Punch. So I don't have to worry about this Raikou anymore, and had it been a Scarfed Raikou, I probably would have had to worry about it later on. But that's not the case. So yeah, but anyway, he's going to go out into his Azumarill now. I know I do naturally outspeed Azumarill, so he's going to be forced to go for the Aqua Jet if he wants to take me out, and I can just go for the Drain Punch to take him out because the Aqua Jet won't kill me, so I don't have to worry about Azumarill anymore, and the game is pretty much in my hands now because all he has left is this Chandelure, and I do have a Scarfed Darmanitan with Earthquake, so I'm not really worried about this Chandelure at all. In fact, I'm going to go out into my Scarfed Armanton now just to finish off this game with a Earthquake, and that's going to be the game. So that was a pretty fun game. I'm definitely not using this team ever again. It's a pretty bad team. It's pretty, it's just pretty bad because it's 2 fire types with no spinner. 2 fighting types, and yeah, I don't really like this team, but I just wanted to use it for fun just because there were 6 previous OU Pokemon in UU, and I just wanted to use them. Kind of trolling, I guess. Not really trolling, but whatever. And this is actually the first time I used Mienshao on Wi-Fi, so that's pretty cool. But yeah, so anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed, and if you did, please push that like button. Also leave a comment. I do enjoy reading your comments. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you guys definitely in the near future. I hope you all have a wonderful day. And this is Rampage here signing out. I forgot to stop the I forgot to stop the ABI recorder, and this red screen is going to be up for like 10 more seconds. So yeah, Rampage here signing out. Peace out, and yeah, peace.